Hey YouTube, Coffee Can finally back for another Binding of Isaac Rebirth run. This time I'm going to be playing as Samson. I'm going to cover Sheol, which means the grave, I believe, in Hebrew. Let me know in the comments if that's wrong or not. And I'll also cover the Dark Room, which is after Sheol. Now I'm going to have the seed up, and I believe 1 or 2 rooms, so if you're wanting to know how my Samson is built, you'll see here pretty soon. There it is right there, and I'll also put it in the description for you, just in case. Right now I'm just going to be covering the rest of these rooms. Right now I'm just kind of going through Sheol like usual. And I got a new item recently, the blue candle, which I have actually in the top left corner. And if you're wondering how to get that, you have to donate 900 coins to the store that you would find on quite a few floors. And what's nice is that if you donate 1,000 coins to the store, you're done. You don't have to donate any more to get any more of those items that have to meet those requirements. So, any coins you find from there on out, you can just keep for yourself and you can buy items with. Oh, I almost forgot. If you donate 1,000 coins to the store, you'll also get a stopwatch, which is very, very helpful for quite a few characters. There's one in particular that I'm thinking of, but he's kind of secret. I may have to give a small teaser as to how to unlock him, or maybe even just show you what he looks like. Just cover these rooms real fast. That's no problem. It's a little crazy here. Gotta love taking a full heart's worth of damage every time you get hit. It's amazing. Headless Horseman, no problem. Alright, that's the last room. Time for the boss fight, which you might already know who it might be, and there it is. Now, this boss fight's 3 stages. The first stage is the Fallen. You just get him real fast. Now you have Satan by himself. A lot of this forms of Satan's attacks cover a pretty wide area of effect, and so you may want to really have a lot of speed or have items that can block those projectiles. Final stages evolve Satan, which basically attacks just like Mom's stomping does, and he also summons those little guys that really annoy the heck out of me. This is his only form of attack, by the way, just stomping and summoning those little exploding leeches. That's what they look like. So he's done. I got myself a half a heart. Whoopee. Now for the Dark Room. Gotta love those bad memories. Blood Rites has appeared in the basement. Awesome. not much left to do with Samson if that's the case. Alright, typically these chests will either hold enemies or soul hearts, but I've never really gotten anything better than soul hearts or some small allies. Let me just go through here clearing out these enemies real fast. And Polycephalus really isn't that bad of a boss, you just kinda gotta track his movements once he burrows in the ground. That's really the best thing to do. That Dry Baby's effect is coming in handy. Alright, that's taken care of. Those guys are essentially the same as the homunculus back on the womb. The only difference between them is that once they detach the wall, the room goes dark, as you just saw. So, that's the biggest thing. Oh man, the Mask of Infamy. This guy gave me probably a full minute and a half worth of trouble because we just went back and forth playing tag, trying to kill him. Now that the heart's down, let me speed this up some. Thankfully I just took one hit there, and that entire time we were dancing around for me trying to kill him. Alright, he's finally down. That took me way longer than it should have. Now I've got 2 fallen in here that I'll just try and kill. Usually I'm not a big fan of taking a lot of damage in these areas, but Samson has an ability called Bloodlust that increases his damage every time he takes some. So it's a give and take. It's starting to pay off here. Ooh man, this is not looking good. Let's see if I can make it out of here alive. Ooh, that was way too close. Alright, let's see here. Alright, 2 gates. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Yep, right there. There it is. Well, there's that, but no worries, YouTubers. I've got another run ready to go, so just give me a second and I will be back in that room. Alright, and we are back. Sorry for the wait. This time I'm playing as Samson again, but I've got an entirely new seed, and I gotta say that this time I would say this one really takes the cake as far as power and advantage goes. I've got myself a ball of bandages, a pony, and the gnawed leaf, which the gnawed leaf makes you completely invincible if you just stand still for about 2-3 seconds, I would say. So if you have either the ball of bandages or the cube of meat surrounding you, and you have enemies that like to follow you around and damage you like that, then you pretty much don't have to do anything to damage these enemies, because they'll just run into your ball of bandages while you're invincible, might I add. So it's very little to zero effort on your part. Normally I would say that sometimes this method really doesn't involve a lot of skill, but I would say that if you have a seed like this and you have the chance to get a setup like this one, I would take it, because it's not very often that you get items like this in this particular setup, and anytime I have them I use it like this. So oh yeah, he's also got E. coli, which is turdy touch. So now here I had to do a little bit of fighting just because Death isn't particularly fond of wanting to follow me. So I gotta do some work here. Just give me a second. Let me take these guys out. I really wish we didn't have Curse of Darkness on this floor. If it was any other floor, I'd be perfectly fine, but this one's a little bit challenging. Alright, now it's just one Death left off his horse. That's done, thankfully. Now we can move on 2 dark ones. If I use this method, it might take me a while, so I'm gonna fight these 2 just to make it go by faster. Along with the black hearts giving me that damage boost. Alright, one's down, and the second one's down. Good. Let's see what I get here. I could always take increased tiers. Alright, there's that. And we have 3 super slots here. My increased tiers first work. And I'm gonna stay with the chariot, which I may never use considering what I've got now. Alright, 2 chubs. If they run into me all the time, I have all bandages for just protect me, no problem. But I want to fight these guys just to make them faster. Alright, they're done. And now for one of the final bosses of the game. The lamb. Now the reason why I took damage is because that smart fly I just got in the previous room will attack any and every enemy in that room that damages me. So with Nod Leaf, Ball of Bandages, and a Smart Fly, this may be the easiest land fight I ever have. And with that, the lamb is dead. So that's an entire session of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, and here is the ending if you decide to kill the lamb. And the first time you complete this and get this ending, you're going to actually unlock that missing poster. And from what I've heard, if you have that and you die in a sacrifice room for the devil, it changes the ending. Alright guys, so that's it. The next video I cover will be with the cathedral and the chest. After that, it will be Mega Satan, and you'll pretty much have seen everything there is to see in Binding of Isaac Rebirth as far as the main game goes. So that being said, I will see you guys later.